Hey guys, I'm Silwolf and this is the first of 2 unboxing videos that I'll be doing this week. And first of all, shout outs today go to I'm Raylin and my brother Gunnar and also Flaming Candle. And I meant to give Flaming Candle a shout out a while ago and I forgot, so there's a shout out to you as well. So I went to the Entertainer and I found a couple of cheapish toys to do videos about. Now lots of people follow me for my robots, so I thought I'd get this little chap. Now this one is a bit of a strange kind of item because they had this one here, as you can see, is a little dog. He's got black, blue and white on him. There was another one that was exactly the same, only in black and white, and it was by a different company, or it said it was by a different company. Now this one was $5.50. They had a 50% discount. If he had indeed been £11, whatever, I would have not bought him, because I mean it's kind of like, what will it do? Well, I don't know, but it's a little robot dog, but it's not very expensive, which means it probably doesn't do much. But I thought it would be fun to do an unboxing of this because it's quite cute, it's quite affordable as well if you want something that's possibly going to be like, I don't know, a desktop pet to sort of play with. So it comes as a dog or a horse, or in this case it's a unicorn, but with the other ones they were kind of more basic designs and it was just a regular horse. I nearly got the unicorn because it was actually quite nicely made and everything, but I ended up with a dog because I felt it would appeal to more of my viewers. But if you like unicorns, so do I, so either is good. So what this one says that it does is touch my head for different movements, realistic sound and light effect. I wonder how realistic the sounds will be. It says Robo Heads Up, a lively robotic pet with touch control, and it's by Silverlit. Now I don't know who made the other ones, but like I said, packaging was the same, but the design of the writing and stuff was different. And also Ycoo, or Ycoo, I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced, and Friends was not on the other ones. It had some different name on it. Now clearly this is a Chinese product. And they're trying to get in on the virtual, not the virtual, but the robotic pet thing. So touch and go, LED light, sound effects. So it's your basic sort of like touch sensitive robot. And on the back there's a picture of them both. Push my head down, I'll bark and go forward. Lift my head up, I'll bark and go backward. Realistic sound and light effect. Speaker for lively puppy sound SFX. And it is actually, you can find them on Facebook and YouTube, so you can look them up as well. So it's a nice sort of affordable robotic pet for perhaps a younger child, and it seems quite a nice quality item as well. So unicorn or puppy, and the others were a puppy or a horse. And I liked this one because the puppy just had a more interesting design. The other one didn't have the blue on it, but it was the same sort of thing. So let's open him up. I have the scissors. It also says, of course, that they are sold separately, which is how these things are usually. I quite like the packaging as well. It's compact and there isn't too much of it, because I find a lot of these toys have a lot of packaging. It's kind of wasteful on the environment. There's a little bit of tape on the edge there. There we go. Should have probably opened it up the other end. So you've got the instructions, and then you've got the puppy. And he comes in sort of like a little plastic bubble, sort of vacuum pack thing, and he just comes out like that. Now he reminds me of the Zuppies, the Zuma Zuppies, because he's kind of a similar design to those. He's got a very cute little face. His ears kind of move back and forward. They're not part of the movement, but I imagine when he walks they flop about, so it gives him more life. And I'm guessing his head goes back and forth, of course, and his legs move slightly. Now, does he have batteries in, or do I have to put batteries in him? Let's have a look at the instructions. It seems that I have to put a couple of batteries in him. He takes 2 AAA batteries. So I guess I should look around, try and find some batteries, which I should have brought with me. I'm just having a look here to see where the batteries are included. The easiest way to find out. No. Batteries are not in fact included. So I will be right back with some batteries and a screwdriver. So I managed to procure some screwdrivers and I'm putting the batteries in now in its little battery compartment. I don't know if it's going to make a noise. Yes, it's making a noise. It's going mental. There. It's trying to get the bottom on it and do the screw back up. My goodness. It's going mad. There we go. Oh, well, for all that madness, it sure is quite slow walking along. Oh dear. It's not, it's just reversing. Right, so you put its head forward, it walks forward like this. It'll walk, it's quite fast actually. There it goes. Woo! And it's got light up eyes. So he pushes his head back, he goes backwards. Well, he sort of goes backwards. Put him over there. There we go. So what else does he do? Touch my head for different movements. So it's not really touching his head, it's more kind of pushing his head forward and backward. And I'm wondering if... Oh, there we go. So if his head's in the middle, like that, that switches him off. So he doesn't have an on-off switch, the head is in itself an on-off switch. And this makes him go forward. So he is, as the price might suggest, a very basic little robot dog. And so when you actually push his head back or forward, he barks. And then he will go back or forward. And that's really what he does. And his eyes, whoop, his eyes are just yellow. There we go. I've got his head just, it's just upright now. And he's walking backwards again. To be perfectly fair, he's quite a delicate little thing, really. So it's like his legs, if you touch them even slightly, they'll stop working. There. And then if you put his head in the middle, he will switch off completely. So that's this little puppy with the unpronounceable name, Ycoo or Ycoo Unfriends. Although he only seems to have one friend, and it's a unicorn. So that's him. And it looks like both of their eyes light up yellow, not just the dog. I really want to know what kind of a neighing sound a horse makes, to be fair. So there you go, that's it's probably a stocking filler toy if you've got kids, and or if you are indeed a kid and want something that's affordable. It's a perfect stocking filler, really, I think, for Christmas. It's not too expensive, it does what it says on the box, it's quite entertaining. But it's really better as kind of like a little thing you might fiddle around with in the office if you're a bit bored. That kind of thing, and annoy your co-workers. Because some of these little robots I would put down as being like desktop buddies. You know, like if you work in the office and it's a bit boring, you bring one in and, you know. It does limited things, but it's entertaining enough. So that's really all I have to say on this. I was thinking it was touch sensitive, but it isn't. It does say touch my head for different movements, but you actually have to physically move the head. But then on the back it says to push the head down and push the head backward. It doesn't actually say that if the head is in the middle position that it switches off. That it doesn't say that on there, I just kind of worked that out. So I thought there was no way to switch it off other than taking the batteries out. So, well, there you go. It's the Ycoo and Friends little puppy, or unicorn. So if you want to see more robotic shenanigans, you can click one of the boxes that come up below. As always, feel free to check out my Etsy and New Monday stores. It's not too late to get a Christmas commission or a gift for a loved one, a family member, friend, or anyone who's important in your life. Or you can buy me a coffee on Ko-fi if you enjoy what I do. So stay safe, stay healthy, and keep being awesome. This is Silverwolf signing off.